let's head back in now because it's game 2. Let's get that up on the screens for everybody. To reiterate, in case anyone in chat, because we've got, last I saw updated, we've got more than 850 people watching, an absolutely amazing audience. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you're new and you don't know what's happening, here's the situation. We are in game 2 of a final that can go for up to 3 games. Andriy with the Imperial Nobility won game 1. That means that the Necromantic, coached by Diomed, have to win this game. If this game finishes in a draw, if this game finishes in a win for the Imperial Nobility, then it will be a win for the Nobility overall. That will be our champion, Andriy. The only way we go to game 3 is if the Necromantic win. And who won the coin toss, Jimmy?
Diomed won the coin toss and thought for about half a second before choosing receive.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a pretty emphatic receive.
Absolutely incredible. Just to pick up on something I just said, Baron Bucky, thank you. Rick does still stream Blood Bowl. I apologise for suggesting otherwise, but less than he used to.
Which is a shame.
It is a shame. Rick Reckless, if you're watching, the community loves you, and we always love it when you stream some Blood Bowl.
I'm just gonna. This is a slight change, and I think it's a better improvement, slight change, because he's not left in an easier 2-dice blitz once he's cleared the line. Although last time he had to spend all his actions trying to clear the line, but this is good.
Yeah.
So
I don't really think Diomed wants to blitz though, right? I think he would have rather blitzed with the Wolf and got it back to safety.
Yeah.
So, you know, his offensive hits were so terrible that the Wolf had to be trapped. So, you know, I think he won't be bothered about this at all. I think he'll quite happily hit these 3 and not worry about the extra hit.
Yeah, I mean, he has an entirely different viewpoint to me in terms of how he sets this up, because I like having the 2 wolves on the line, and I like the idea that I'm going to try and go in and cause some pressure. Whether I do it in this particular matchup, I don't know, because you're opening up the wolf to getting smashed in the head, probably by an ogre on turn 1.
Yeah.
So that the swing of equity could be huge. But that said, I probably would still try and work out a way to make it happen.
Yeah.
Because I'm a positional coach, you see, so I like to position myself into the opposition's head.
Yes, I mean the best position.
Position myself into the opposition head.
Mm-hmm.
The best position, you know, it's all about putting players in the right squares, and the best squares to put your opponent's players are these ones.
Absolutely right, unequivocally.
Yeah.
I've been sat here the whole weekend accusing Andy of being a banger chat. I didn't realise it's just 2 of them up here. It's two greedy bangers on the desk with me, and me, the poor elf coach here, trying to keep some sense of order. I'm sorry. Sorry you all had to hear that. But absolutely joking, of course. They are 2 excellent coaches with me here on the desk who win an awful lot, and so when they say this stuff, they're joking, but they're also being serious, because it really does improve your chances to win a game of Blood Bowl when your opponent doesn't have as many players on the pitch.
Yep.
Obvious though it is to say.
No wolf hit.
No wolf. Well, not unless it goes all the way around.
If he turns
1, 2,
fend
3,
off.
4, 5. Oh yeah, because he could turn fend off. Yeah. No, keep fend on. Is the problem, right? You could go all the way around there.
Yeah,
but you could keep it on. So
but both down would be horrendous.
Yeah, you can't even think about it. 3D blitz is quite good though, isn't it?
Yep. Nice.
And an AV break.
We haven't seen one of those.
No.
Not many on the Nobility, have we? They've mostly been on the Necromantic where we've seen them. Well, there were a couple of Nobility off in the second half, weren't there? It's just, unfortunately, by that point, there were no ball carriers on the pitch for the Necromantic whatsoever. So, scary 3+ as always to start the drives, even though everyone's told me that 3+s aren't scary at all, and they never fail.
Not quite correct, but yeah, it's funny, isn't it? It's really not that bad for us.
Yeah. I thought even as I say that, if he fails this now, I'm going to feel awful. So I'm really glad that he did not fail that pickup, because I did not want to commentate to curse that into existence. Poor Diomed had enough rough luck at the start of the last game. Thank you.
What do you think about this, Andy? Because
what, ogre blitz into that?
Yeah, he could have been here, but Diomed's put him there, and that's pretty tempting, I think. And that's you're just got to mark this guy, and you've got a 2D on a ghoul.
It's really interesting in terms of like what does Andriy want to do here, because he could step all 8 of them forward a line and not really leave anything on. Any other shape, he will leave a potential hit, and that's maybe where the wolf can slide in. So
end the turn.
This is This
because
is like,
if you move, the ogre can go bonehead. So you know.
yeah.
Oh well, he's blissed with it, and he's powder fleshy.
This is Andriy. We need to get into the habit of
maybe KO.
Oh my word! Oh my word!
Immediate, huge removal.
He did it because of Mighty Blow as well. Look, 10-8, Mighty Blow,
Yep.
fixed skull, not a thing.
Yep. And it was a push power, so it was definitely wrong to blitz the goal.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Goodness!
Oh
Goodness!
no, Diomed.
Just out of interest in the chat, there's one or two of you. Who's going to win this one then? Having seen what you've just witnessed, pick your winner.
Wow.
Numbers or Necro, please.
Yeah. Would be.
I'm going to have to read this. Oh, this was a stupid
what were
idea.
you thinking, Andy? Great to have a poll.
I won't.
I don't have the
read it.
tools to make a poll, or in fact, I'm not sure if I could even read the results of a poll right now from where I'm sat. So it would be fun to have a poll, but I'm not sure if I can make that happen for us just at the second.
Oh my goodness.
It's such a grim spot for Diomed. It's not as grim as last game, obviously, because you can still make this offense work. You can still win from here, but it's knowing that you have to win, not draw. It's knowing that a draw isn't good enough here that makes that immediate setback feel so rough.
Yeah. At least it's against ability, right? Like losing the flesh golem instantly. At least it's against ability. What I mean is, it's not against like dark elves or wood elves.
Oh, I thought you were like, at least
where
it's not against the property.
No. But like, if your down plays against elves, forget about it, right?
Yeah.
So at least this is like, at least they're just a bash team that it's not completely overwhelming instantly.
Yeah.
So interesting with that ogre as well. We've talked about it during the semi-final, the block guard decision, but even with guard, Andriy has leaned into the variance of it exactly like you said he should, and giving a huge result there in that removal.
Yep. Again, no AV breaks for Diomed. It's really hard to win when you don't remove everybody and get yours removed.
One of the things actually about Necromantic as a bash team, which we've talked about them as a bash team quite a lot this weekend.
Hybrid team for me, but sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Well, exactly.
Control team, that's what.
Well, yeah, I like control as well, yeah. I'm a control coach.
Yes, you control their players into the square.
As you wouldn't know, Andy, because you were off playing, I was asking Jimmy for a perspective on your perspective that they're a hybrid team.
Oh, yeah?
And Jimmy said, no, they're a bash team without any hesitation.
Look, opinions, everyone's got an opinion.
Uh-huh.
And it's fine to be wrong. It's fine.
They're just a bash team with some really fast players.
They're a hybrid control team.
But
love it.
To the point on this, an odd thing for a bash team. They're a bash team, if we want to call them that has no access to Mighty Blow. And Claw, while good, is strictly worse than Mighty Blow against Nobility because it doesn't play on the linemen. And if you're hitting Armor 9+, it's slightly worse.
It's better versus the Ogre.
The Ogre, you're right. The Ogre is the one player it's better against.
But yes, you'd rather have Mighty Blow on the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, if Necromantic coaches could swap Claw for Mighty Blow, they absolutely would, yeah.
No, I'm fine with it. It's a control skill. It's fine. I think there's a gap here. He's going to have to plug that gap.
Yeah. I mean, the weakness is that they're brittle, right? They're just a brittle bash team. That's what they are, right? Like, you can call them hybrid. It's a little bit like humans. People tend to call humans hybrid, but they're not really, right? They're just a bash team that's only strength 3, but fast. And then Necromantic are a bash team that's only got 2 strength 4 and have got some fast players. Like, they're still a bash team. They're not doing anything differently.
1 minute, why didn't that flesh golem die? They don't always actually kept notes. Yeah. It's a surprise, but apparently they don't always just die right away.
Andriy's got a little bit of a decision to make here because he doesn't want to give up the left flank.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think he wants to give up the right flank. I like the lying down people. They're right in the way there, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I think he's done nicely there.
Yeah, these are 2 annoying players to have down, aren't they? The flesh golem and the wraith. He really wants to rescue those. Yep.
Yeah. Fend lineman doing more work lying down than stood up.
Yep. As is often the case, funnily enough.
He's leaning into the guard versus guard.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of has to, right? Because these were both trapped there, he just had to kind of use them where they were. He can't switch on the other side.
Yeah.
He's only got one fleshy as well, so it's not like he can use the other one to do something.
Yeah. And they're not going to get served.
Yep.
I do like the fact that he's picking on the blockless
Yes.
thrower. That he's actively going after that.
Yeah.
Just because it's literally come up on that block, the double thrower build for nobility, you see it almost always in this NAF competition, and partly it's because awkward cash amounts, partly it's because people want to take leader on one of them, but partly it's literally just because they give you one more point of armor, which in fact is the difference compared to a lineman there, putting armor break or not.
Yeah, because Fend is usually not very impactful at all. Now, funnily enough, it can be versus Necro, right, with them having Frenzy and with them being slow and agility 2, agility 4+ on a bunch of players. So, like, it actually, the Fend does have some effect versus Necromantic. Most teams don't really care too much about it. But yeah, Necro do actually feel the Fend a little bit.
Yeah.
Why not change sides and move ball? Right, so he had the Wraith here and the Flesh Golem here. So if he switches sides, he's lost 2 of his 3 guards. So he had no choice, I don't think, than to just lean into where his guards were.
Yep.
But ball is quite far back. What are we worried about to put it that far back? What caused that cautious positioning?
I think you just think about these guys coming through, something. So go back and make it safe. It could have been a blitz, ogre blitz, and then these two run through.
Yeah. I'd like to see the ogre just go and bother those zombies now, I think. Let all the proper players play.
The zombie botherer.
Yeah. Well, you're a piece up, so you can afford to be a little bit casual.
Yep.
Foul appearance, not as impactful as it was sometimes early today so far in this series.
No, getting powered instantly. Not taking 5 players' actions to knock him down this time.
That feeling when you play this game online or in person as well on tabletop, where you're just like waiting for that armor, like right there, Diomed, who's already lost a player, is such a horrible moment of waiting to see. Online, it's waiting to see a dice roll. On tabletop, it might be waiting for your opponent to lift up their dice cup, and you just got this dread of what could happen.
Dice dread.
Dice dread.
Do you hit the wolf or do you hit the flesh?
Yeah. Sorry, do I hit the wolf or... Sorry, did you say something else?
Oh.
It's not where I'd have put it.
No.
Because I think I would have... The remaining 2 players I would have bothered the ghoul with. The ogre goes where the lineman is. And...
You would have knocked over the flesh golem, Andy. Just quietly.
This is a bad spot for Diomed.
Probably cast him. Yeah, it is rough.
This is not looking good at all.
It is rough. I mean, losing the flesh golem is a disaster.
The last time we said that, he suddenly ran off and was 9 squares inside your opponent's half. So, right, Diomed, be amazing. Now, go.
The 2 knockdowns on the Wraiths really see it back that turn. The good news is it's only turn 4 still, so there's time for it to improve. But it's a weird thing in Blood Bowl. You can't stop your opponent from having some dice most of the time, right? So you need those Wraiths sometimes to not fall over. You need them to be pushes sometimes. You need the foul appearance to trigger sometimes. That's the value you're paying for in that positional.
Yep.
And yeah, this feels to me well, you tell me, is this a turn where we're just trying to stabilize again?
Yes, we've been trying to stabilize for a few turns, I think. It's so rough. It's just so rough going down the flesh golem. It's hard. He needs removals. He's not getting any.
I don't think he's going to do it, but I'm just going to... Wolf into ogre, hand off to blood, dodge ghoul. I don't think that's the line of play, right? I think that's just a little bit crazy. But it's... This is why I would have double tagged the ghoul, because I just don't want it to move around. He's got 2 other ball carriers. Shut them down. The wolf's got 1D on the diagonal. Could you do anything with that, maybe? Don't think so.
Oh, I think you just to this guy, don't you?
Yeah, it's a 1 though, but yes.
2, huh?
Oh yeah, sorry, you're right. Yep, 2.
And then, what's he? Are these all guard?
The one on the corner is.
There's 3 guards. So if you knock him down, then it's 5.
Mm.
So this zombie can't really go anywhere. Ugh. I guess the zombie could blitz 1. Could blitz this, and maybe power him, and then your flesh golem could hit.
Oh my!
Ball comes up.
Yep.
I wonder if this ball coming up is partly the thing that we've talked about on previous drives where it stays back too long. You'll realise your drive isn't in a great position, but you also need to bring it up so you've got the option of panic scoring quick.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, he gets the power.
This could be big.
No, there's a visual bug occasionally, Thulian, that shows 2 minutes on the time bank until you start using it. So yes, definitely not down to 2 minutes of time bank already. As we can now see, because we've ticked into it.
Oh, it gets an AV break. Still not a remove.
1 point away. I feel like every time I look at the dice log, it is 1 point away from getting Diomed what Diomed wants. But the
Blitz with a zombo, bounce the flesh golem.
the stun is still nice here, right? The stun is still very welcome.
Yep.
At least 1 turn of that player not getting back up and adding to this massive wall of guard you're dealing with.
Yep. Right. Kind of got breathing room. The problem is Wolf is getting smashed. His ghoul is getting smashed by this.
Another armor break. Big turn here, I think. And a removal. There's no apothecary. Jimmy highlighted it before we started. No apothecary on the nobility team. So those KOs, there's no chance. Same as necromantic. No chance to do the greed apo and keep that around.
Just do the dodge. This was so weird because it was so bad if it fails, but like it's so bad if you don't do it because you just get smashed by the ogre, don't you?
And you can't leave your ghoul on an ogre.
No.
They never regen, Jim. Never happens.
It's never regen.
Or war dancers on ogres though.
Who would leave a war dancer on an ogre, Andy? Gosh, we are reaching deep into the bag of Blood Bowl memes here, aren't we? Andy and his infamous war dancer on an ogre. Big turn, that. Those weren't just a stun and a KO, they were stun and a KO on 2 of the most important pieces in the nobility defense, the stand firm guard ones.
Yep. That's the thing. You need those removals, and like it's taken him a while, like 12 turns. 20 turns.
20 turns.
It's taken him 20 turns, but he's finally got something there. He's got a foothold in the drive. Finally.
Yep. Yeah, this is a hold turn now, isn't it? Just hold, get your stun back, hold.
Yeah.
I don't think he can even take the flesh golem down though, because I'm trying to work out a little Weasley way of blitzing the. I don't know, it's a Weasley way. It's just his a way of weaseling the blitz on the wolf and taking down the flesh golem.
You could make these blitzers have dauntless, how like Bretonians used to have, and then you'd be all right.
Yeah. Or I could just do it on 1D. That would also.
Yeah, you could just do it on 1D. Like it's not terrible because he's in like a decent spot, right? If you do a 1D blitz. Like, move this guy in, look.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a player behind the ogre. There we go. So, yeah, we've got a 2D on that. No problem. Right, and you could move this. It wouldn't even need a blitz. You could have moved him in. Yeah. Blocked.
Blitz.
He could have blitzed this zombie and then moved in for the assist.
Yeah.
That might have been better. Like, this is obviously more chance of knocking over the flesh golem. But he could have maybe blitzed this zombie and then moved in. Might have been good.
I don't know if you can actually hit the wraith hit, because if you don't knock it down and it sidesteps to the up left, then the necro can try and burst through the diagonal. But I think I'm punching the zombie. I don't know. Zombies rubbish because if you don't, oh dear, because if you don't knock it down.
He's free, or he's getting an instant 2D.
Yeah, that's no good.
No, well, not instant, but... Don't know why I thought he couldn't follow.
Wait, what? They can follow? Since when?
Thinking too much about offend, I guess.
It's because Nob's OP, they get offend.
Are you hitting the ogre here?
Yeah.
I knew Andy was going to say yeah. I don't even know if he looked to see if he could
Sorry,
do
what's
it
the
first.
question?
Yeah,
What's the
it's
question?
tough.
Just straight away he thought, yeah.
There's no need to ask him, is there?
Yeah.
I think you can viably 1D the ogre. In fact, I think you can 2D the ogre and get through the diagonal. You're going to open with the wolf block.
So the wolf obviously will not move if you open with that block because of fend.
Or you could tempt him. You could tempt him by leaving it a 2 into 1.
Yeah.
So you could leave it as a 2 into 1 like this, and then just tempt him into not fending.
Fending. Yeah.
But if it's a power, it's definitely fending.
Yes.
Yeah, it's power fending. But the ogre is a little bit sad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because there's only one ogre. He's missing his mate. He's missing his little mate from yesterday. Second ogre.
Gets the pow instantly.
I think this is a slightly safer, more cautious line of play from Diomed.
Yeah.
That's nice. And I think he'll blitz the. I think he'll actually blitz the guy that's marking the wolf, because I have a sneaking suspicion he'll then go. He'll wrap around just slightly off screen.
Yes. Yeah. He's not afraid of not blitzing with his wolves. I was shocked, Andy, to see you not blitz with your wolf a few times in the game versus Winter.
Oh, it was broken UI. So the chat won't know this, but normally at home I have a QWERTY keyboard. Right?
God. Chat do know this if they've had this whole conversation yesterday, Andy.
They're aware of it. Aren't they?
Oh, he blitzes the ogre.
Oh,
Two.
right. Wow. So he doesn't do the wraparound.
No. No, I quite like the wraparound.
Oh. Turn off fend. Turn off fend.
Turn off fend and again.
But this
so
goes
facing
into
something.
Oh yeah, okay, but it goes into 2, but yes. You still turn it off. And
now you turn it off
turn
again.
it off again.
And your ogre has a tasty snack. And there's a gaping hole, so the dodge is risky here from the wolf, isn't it?
Yeah.
He could have moved this guy over first, didn't move it, right?
Well, the wolf couldn't dodge because it wasn't the blitz.
Oh, it was not.
That
It's
was
not
just
even
the
a
block,
blitz. Yeah,
yeah.
it's not even a blitz. Oh god. Well, okay. You doubly can't dodge. Is he going to foul? I guess he's going to foul.
He's got to, hasn't he? Surely.
In that square, it feels like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have been wondering with the 2s.
Killed it.
Yeah, you hear
Wow.
that? There's that
Great
little
fun.
sound effect sometimes, isn't there? That little, you know, it's coming.
Oh, what a foul.
Diomed with the 13-player roster on Necromantic. That's the first foul we've seen him do
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah.
Really, really smartly done. From a game point of view, that wolf on the ogre is a disaster. From a drive point of view, that ogre not moving, it's not the worst for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He needs to take the flesh golem down first time of asking.
He's on turn 6 next turn, Diomed. So he's still got a bit of time, hasn't he? This is looking pretty comfortable, I think. 2 players. Well, he's not 2 players up, is he? He's had his own player. He's got his flesh golem
Yeah.
down. But with only 9 players to stop the score, it's not easy. There's a stun as well.
Yeah.
I think he's got about just enough here to get this done, Diomed.
World Championship quarterfinalist Olivier Dulac in chat. Really like that foul. Had to get some damage.
Yeah.
I think definitely there's consensus on that one. Also, just quietly, chat is bloodthirsty, so we think you all wanted the foul anyway.
Olivier Dulac likes a foul? Really? Colour me surprised.
Great to see you here, Olivier, as always.
Yeah, this is really good. So he's not gone for the. I was wondering if he was going to blitz the ghoul. I think he's going to
3 dice.
re-dice the wolf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not going to.
And no, we're not greedy enough to reroll that.
Wow.
I actually don't even know if I hate the reroll there, because you're slightly giving up position here either way. And are you going to have better rerolls later in this drive? I'm not sure. Because this feels like a turn when the Necromantic take a whole lot of space.
Yeah.
With that one.
Yeah, this could be bad. This could be very bad.
Zombie open block, because if I get the knockdown here, I'm going to go left. If I don't go the knockdown here, I'm probably going right.
Yep.
I'm going left.
Yep. That's very nice.
I will say, I can't remember the last time that ogre boneheaded. And part of that is because Andriy has been disciplined and not activated it when he shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was due. I think it was due one somewhere. So
Funnily enough, in the earlier games, it just constantly
Yes,
boneheaded
yeah.
ridiculous amount. But yeah, he's been well behaved today.
yeah.
Yeah, this is the strong bit of the nobility as well, right? This is their defense, and they're not. It's not going as well. And we have turn one. We were going, oh well, it's flesh golems out. That's the end of the game. Diomed, you may as well pack your stuff up and go home.
Not quite that extreme, Andy. Let's be honest. But it was a big hit, wasn't it, on turn one?
Gosh.
Mm.
I can't. We're neutral here in the studio, strictly neutral. But the drama of a 3-game series just sounds so good. Sounds so good.
Neutral?
Always Andy.
Right.
Always Andy. Except
Got
when
it.
you were playing, then obviously we were cheering for the other team.
Hey, banter.
Excellent.
So it can go all the way up there. The ball can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Okay, could have gone another square forward, but didn't.
Yeah, I like being one more forward. There's only a go for it to score at that point, just in case Andriy finds some genius.
Yeah. Yeah, I generally like being a little bit further forward if I can possibly be. The question here is, do you make a blockless block to get the ghoul up, or do you make a wrestle block, but then that, you know, you've left your ghoul a little bit on his own, hasn't he? I think you're probably going to have to make the blockless block.
Yeah.
He does.
And gets a big reward for it.
So Andriy now capped at 11, and he's going to need KO to come back.
Otherwise, make another foul here. Rush foul.
Ooh, I don't hate it.
Go up here.
Yeah, I think you do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or wolf dodge first.
Wolf dodge first.
Yes, definitely don't
Safety
leave that.
first.
Safety first. Do you re-roll this?
With 3 re-rolls?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Given what happened last time to you all.
Yeah. Yeah, PTSD for the Diomed there. Yeah, puts it in.
Yeah. You now
Oh, we
probably-
didn't have these here. Ooh, I didn't even notice that.
Oh, yeah, they're in the wrong square, aren't they? Here comes the foul.
Makes the rush, makes the foul.
No noise, no removal.
No. Well, it's not always that way, but sometimes the casualty noise, because a KO doesn't make that noise.
Right.
So if I'm Andriy here, I'm looking for value, right? Big hitting things. And which is a departure
The
from
other
my
flesh golem?
yeah, which is a departure from my normal style of play, I think.
Yes, yeah. Normally you're all about the positioning things to
To the edge.
to remove things. Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
Whereas this, I'm going straight to removals. How many have the Necro lost? It's one
Just
flesh
the flesh
golem?
Just the
golem,
flesh
yeah,
golem.
So they're going to be on 11 no matter what.
Yeah.
So the point is you go for the positionals then.
Yes. The double whammy with scoring as well. 2 sets of KO rolls. You want the touchdown because you need the touchdown, but also if you score, it's 2 sets of KO rolls for that flesh column instead of 1. So
Yep.
the difference between a 50-50 and a 75%.
And I mean, you know, I mean, if he doesn't score here, also it's like not almost certain,
Yes.
but really dangerous tournament elimination. Like
Yeah.
he has to score this drive. He has to.
But remember, Andriy just needs, even if he concedes, Andriy just needs to slam it in an 8,
Yep.
and that's the end of that. Right? It's-
Or 6
100%.
maybe.
or
and,
6,
you know,
or yeah.
Yeah.
So if I'm Andriy here, I don't want to lose all my equity, my value, by just getting smushed off the field.
Yeah. So you're telling me you'd be prioritizing banging, yeah?
Well, look, right.
Just making sure.
In a certain way, sure.
In a certain
Yeah.
way.
No, it's right. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
Andy, you know, there's a
Last
certain
reroll here
group
just
of-
quietly. That's a huge decision, but I think necessary. Otherwise, that's just a free move to the stall square, isn't it?
It's still pretty free, I think, diagonally. But yeah, there's a certain subset of coaches who look down on bangers, and they've made it a dirty word, and it's not. It's the
not a
right way
dirty
to
word.
win. It's the right way to win.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, the person who gets out bashed is in a bad way.
Yeah. I think people are...
Olivier, come back. Olivier Poulac, come back. Don't leave me here with these two, just talking only about banging as the way to win Blood Bowl. Thulian, it's over if this is a draw because it's a 2.5 game series. So the way the system is structured, the system is looking for a winner after 2 games. So if it's win-draw, which it would be for Andriy, they win. It's only can be drawn if both of the 2 first games are either a win for each side or both draws. Then we could go to a 3rd game, and that can end in a draw in overtime. But
Guess who's
these first 2
getting
games are...
Yeah. That guy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't blitz with a wolf because you might get stuck on the
What?
on the ogre, right?
What? No. Oh, sorry. This is someone else playing. Yeah, sure.
You can't. You can't. 'Cause you want all the players to come through.
Yeah,
Like,
you do.
it's not as if you could put another player there and then do it 2 and
Because you get both down, you're also in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm sorry, Andy. I'm so sorry.
You're right. I don't know if I can cope with that. Like, I have to. Oh, here we go.
He's
There
doing
we
it
go.
anyway.
Yes.
Let's go. And he gets the full pow. Easy. He was 75%, wasn't he?
And another armor break.
Yeah.
Not a removal this time, but this is looking very hard to stop as an ability.
Claws broke armor there.
Yeah.
So it's probably about where the flesh golem can get to. I think.
This is this cage, I think.
Yep. The only reason to go maybe a little further back is the Zombo can come and help, but I think I'm probably going there.
Yeah, I think this.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Perfect.
Diomed looks like he agrees with you.
Yep. Yeah. It's because this wraith, isn't it? The wraith is the one.
Yeah.
The wraith gets to there, which is the key part. Or doesn't. My ghoul would have been over here. I was putting the ghoul there,
Yeah,
and the
because
wraith there, and the flesh golem here.
if nothing else, that's now just a valuable piece for the ability to hit. One that,
Yeah.
as we keep saying, I don't regen.
Yeah, and he added a rush. I think it's stronger to have the wraith at the front.
Yep.
And the flesh golem there, and the wrestle protected. Interesting. Because the wrestle is also the one you want to blitz with to score on turn 8 as well, potentially, right? To take down a blodger.
So we're basing the ogre with a zombie, and then, yeah, I was thinking, does that mean we're going to dodge the wraith? And yes, probably we're always going to dodge the wraith, but put the zombie in there first to be the one that keeps the ogre busy, so that the ogre can't jam into your cage and put strength 5 on the ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got nothing left, has he? All these removals.
Yeah.
He's got 3 players, and then these 2 are trapped because they're only at 4+. This guy's nowhere, so yeah, I don't think he's stopping this at all.
Knobs under P, I think, is the problem, isn't it?
Yeah. Did not like that. Maybe Diomed just didn't see that, because that just definitely seems stronger to me. And he
Big
gets
pow.
full powed.
If he can find a kill here.
It's impactful.
He's broken AV. It's a stun.
No.
If you had any linemen for it, I'd almost think, is it worth founding? Because it's your sacking piece, and you only have to score on your offense, right?
Yeah.
So that's the best sacker.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, did not like that from Andriy, from Diomed. Maybe he just didn't see it, like literally just didn't see that his wraith could get there. Because he moved it up there, didn't he? So maybe he just didn't see that wraith. I mean, he definitely could have done though. Like that's why I was only going to this square and not one further forward.
Yeah.
Because I was limited by the wraith.
Well, Andrew's going to make him at least roll some dice to score.
Yep. And not with wrestle. So
This is where the stand firm on the nobility can feel so good. Just forcing you to roll a POW. And look, POW, it's still, a POW or a defender stumbles or a both down here is 50% of the time. So with 2 dice, it's 75% of the time. It's likely, but still, it can. It's a thing that you have to roll that is awkward.
Yep.
So open with the wraith, I think. Yeah. I don't think you've got enough pieces to make this 3D, because I think your second play is then blitzing
Blodger.
the blodger.
Funny you should say that now. I don't think this has been super crazy, right? Like, yes, there's a bunch of removals, but that's kind of expected, I'd say, from the necromantic into this like kind of soft team that you get a bunch of hits on. And I don't think it was. I mean, the first game was crazy, but it's never that unrealistic to do that versus necromantic either, right? That is the weakness of necromantic. They're AV 9+ for the most part. They do tend to crumble sometimes.
It's a weird similarity between the two teams. They're both get in your way teams that rely on the stand firm, the sidestep, getting in just being such obstructive skills, but which aren't that
Ooh.
tough when they get punched a lot.
Yeah.
Which is why positioning is so important, which is why actually the difference between being here in the final with this team or not is, yes, Andy, I'll include you.
Hey.
It's having people like Andy, like Diomed, like Andriy, who make the little positioning decisions every turn that are making sure they are getting the maximum out of those skills. And as you guys have been saying, yes, also maximizing the hits they get and not the ones the opponent gets.
Yep.
So-
oh my god, the flesh golem is still out.
Well, it's
Very
still
excellent.
turn 8, so there's another chance.
Yep. Oh, and Andriy had a goal at one turn, didn't he?
Yep.
So,
This is doable.
yep, Diomed not risking his stand firm and sidesteppers, but Andriy did use 2 rerolls on 2 rushes.
Yeah, so you're saying, I don't want to risk losing another of those key defensive pieces, and I think the odds of a 0 reroll ability one turn are bad enough that it's not worth that risk.
Yeah.
One reroll, but yes.
Oh, sorry, the
Leader.
leader. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
leader
just said it. Yeah, you just said it. Sorry, thank you.
The other thing about offering up the one turn here is you're not offering up hits on your good players,
Exactly.
and you need to keep this as a win. So I don't hate the offering up the one turn because it's pretty unlikely, right?
Yeah, yeah. Even doing all of the right moves, it's just hard to get all of
Yeah.
the right results.
Flame6 in chat. I'm a noob. I've never seen a defense set up like this. Could one of you give us a really quick explanation of the backline defense we're seeing?
Oh yeah, so I mean this defensive setup is, yeah, you put on your 3 worst players on the LOS. So if they get, 2 dice blocked, fouled, everything, you don't really care if they die. Everything else as far as back as it can, but not actually that far back. The idea is if they dodge through to score, which things can happen, they'd have to make 1, 2, 3 dodges. So you want to be 2 squares off. And so this is like the kind of easy setup versus a one-turn chance. Like there is a chance for one turn here.
Yeah.
And this is the easy way to set up where you don't have to think, and it's basic, and most of the time it's good enough, really.
Yeah, so what we're talking about when Jimmy says one turn, it's a one-turn touchdown because this is turn 8. There is only 1 turn left in the half. So
Yep.
the only way, barring a kickoff event, the only way that the nobility could score here is by doing it in a single turn, which if you're a noob, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That's not a thing you need to learn right away. This is expert level of Blood Bowl play. But it is possible for Andrew to score here in a single turn. He's even shown us that he's capable of doing it in a previous round. So the 1 turn touchdown is a very specific play you get in Blood Bowl.
Yes, yeah. I mean, this will be unbelievably impressive if he gets it.
Yep.
To the point where I
Tournament
would
winning.
try. Yeah.
Yeah, solid defense. It's
Oh.
not the
Well, he
timeout.
has to
that
move
makes
this
things a lot
guy. He
easier.
has to move this
He's gonna
guy
go and stand him in front of the
stop him.
blitzer.
Yeah.
He'll go and
Or
stand
in
him.
front of the
Yeah,
blitzer.
just
Yeah,
stick
yeah.
on top of
Or
that.
there.
Or just directly behind it.
Yeah. Well, no, because then he could.
Yeah, because he wants to. Yeah, I think it's directly behind. Because if it's in front, he just dodges round and has to do a loop. Directly behind just stops it, kills it.
Yeah, probably does, doesn't it?
Yep.
We're creeping up on 1,000 concurrent viewers. Everyone who's watching, get your friends and family watching as well. Let's see if we can hit 1,000. That's absolutely incredible and shows how much enthusiasm there is for Blood Bowl at the top level. Amazing. Really, really cool to see.
Yep.
Oh, do you know what? You could have. You've got these 2 as well, so you could have just moved these 2 over.
Oh yeah. Yep. That would also work.
Oh, he only chose 1.
And you can't move it.
He only chose
which
1. He's
no-
got a key and he can't move it. Yeah, he's got 2 more players. Oh,
None of us-
Diomed.
None of us saw it.
No,
so yeah.
no. But I mean, I would have activated these 2 as well, but Diomed only activated the 1. He couldn't even move it.
Your worst case scenario is that you're still where you were, which
Yeah.
we've just said is very hard for the opponent to score. But that is wonderful that our procasting team there did not see,
No.
and neither did the person who is playing Diomed, who is very possibly the best player in the whole world as they are trying to prove themselves in the World Championship final. All of us made the same mistake. Pats on the back all around. So they wanted pushes there on the Ogre for the first thing to set up. Oh, and it's not doing
He's
it.
not going for it.
And we're rolling a double skull.
I think the deep kicks probably turned him off
Right. Yeah.
because I think it's gone really. Oh, it's-
Yeah.
That's too deep.
Okay.
That is.
I'm just sad because I'm afraid I can't remember the name. Someone in chat was asking earlier, do players ever throw in this game? And I thought we were finally going to see one. But no, not now, not in this moment. We have been waiting all this time. Funbird, all my friends are here. Oh, well, that's nice too. Everyone from the community is here watching.
Not a removal. Flesh Golem's back.
Oh.
Both back.
Yep.
Both back. That's fair, right?
Yeah.
Although I think if you're Andriy, you'd rather probably both out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You did not want this. Now, will Diomed fail the pseudo ODL check? Nope. He's managed to spot it on the sideline there.
This is one of the arguments in a tournament setting, having a saved formation, because it drags your best players onto the field, right?
Yeah.
Always, you cycle it, and then it puts you're less likely to fail.
Yeah, that's what I did every game. Well done, Jim.
Yeah.
So it's 11 on 11, but the nobility are down a positional, which is a guard, bodyguard.
Yep.
Not, that's not nothing. Those are important pieces on the nobility team. So
it was a huge KO roll actually. Like if Diomed had got the flesh golem and he hadn't got the bodyguard, that would have been terrible. But yeah, still 11 players. He's down player quality, but it's bad, but it's not horrific. He's still got more guard. He's still got the strength 5. This is very much doable for Andriy.
Thank you, Hex Baron, for correcting us. There was an attempt at a pass in the 3rd/4th match, and in fact, it very nearly inaccurate scattered into the completion.
I thought it worked, right? I was like, oh no, please no. Oh, thank God it didn't.
Yeah, I can well imagine that there was a moment of panic for you there, Andy. That was a big moment in that series, and we have reached a pivotal moment in this series. So we've been saying since the start of this game, Diomed has to win. Lost the first game, draw is not on the table for Diomed, has to win. Took offense first after winning the coin toss, did the first half of what he needed to do, had to score. Now it's as simple as it can be. You just have to stop the inability from scoring. Failing that, fallback plan, let them score quickly and then score again back against them. But clearly, I think it goes without saying right here, guys, plan A, just don't let them score.
Yep. Yeah. Letting them score early or hoping they, trying to force them in early, any of that kind of stuff, it's just way too risky. Your quick score is not consistent enough. It's much better to just stop them completely.
And a good team for doing that, Necromantic, and as we keep saying about the nobility offense, they are stronger on defense than they are on offense. And we saw in game 2 of his semi-final that Andriy's offense did fall apart. So perhaps some ideas and clues as to how to help that happen for Diomed in there. Very short kick here and changinging weather.
Touchback maybe? Yeah.
It is a touchback. That's a nice boost for the inability right off the start.
Isn't it? It often is with this crazy scatter thing now with the changing weather.
So talk about this choice to put valuable pieces on the line, even against that guard and an ogre with Mighty Blow. It feels like there's some downside here.
Yes, it's not what I would have done. I mean...
Get the counter.
Just for a second, it's not what I'd have done either.
Yeah, the way that Andriy beats you is by high rolling.
Yeah.
And you've given him a chance to high roll. You're saying, okay, you're unlikely to remove players here, and he is unlikely to remove players here, but if he does remove players, it's so bad, and the way you lose is by really bad things happening.
It's about 5% to take out a flesh golem here. Because of the thick skull, it normally would be 7%. Once you've knocked it over, thick skull takes down to 5. So you're rolling a d20, and did you hit a 20? Or pick a number, right? I'm going to go 17. Did I hit 17? No, damn it.
This has nowhere good to sidestep. In fact, do you choose not to sidestep here?
Oh, that's a good
because
point.
You could get fouled if you sidestep.
Oh, yeah. He's not going to sidestep forward and take another punch on the head.
No, don't think so. No. 3 dice from the ogre.
This would be horrendous if this
went really would.
If the bed sheet
Very
folded
bad
here.
news for the necromantic if this gets removed. But it's not even an armor break. That is one of those dice panic moments that I was talking about earlier, where you're just dreading seeing them.
I mean, so it was a gamble. It was a gamble from Diomed, but so I guess the other way of looking at it is Diomed has to win, and this is the gamble that Diomed's taking by putting those players in the LOS. Look, there's been no follows, so now Diomed's next turn is going to be incredible as he stands these players up, all holding space, making it really hard for the nobility to get anywhere. So the gamble is paid off big style for Diomed.
Is this what makes a good player a great player? Knowing when to gamble like this?
Yeah,
could be.
Absolutely. Well, I think we've definitely talked about that through the tournament. Even the most conservative coaches gamble sometimes. So it's about when you choose to do those gambles and how you choose to do them for certain.
Ooh.
Double skulls. Does put the reroll in.
Yeah, pushes him away. So there you go. All of Diomed's players are free. So he's got a whole team of 11 players standing at the end of this turn, probably. That's really powerful for stopping the skull.
Now, question. Stand up, stand off, stand up, stand in.
Stand up, stand off.
Tree?
Interesting.
Stand up, stand in?
Well, he's in.
I absolutely... I
He's
would,
instantly already in.
without question, stand up and stand in, because that's what Diomed's doing. And
Right, okay.
I'm pretty
Chat.
confident that Diomed plays Necromantic better than I do. Would you have done differently?
I'd have stood off, I think, this turn.
Yeah, I just stood off and waited for like a removal or something, right? Wait for a stun, wait for like, you know, try to angle Wolf Blitz, get something, and then if it pays off, then you go in.
Because again, you're offering up, every time you stand up, stand in, you're offering the chance that your opponent can high roll you. I'm winning. I don't need to offer that chance up at the moment, in my mind. That's my justification for not.
Do you think that's one of those decisions that might be different because you need to win and not draw?
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
Maybe.
But I am winning though, right? So this current result is fine.
Yeah.
So I don't need to gamble. If I was behind, if this was 0-0, 0-0, whatever, then stand up, stand in, sure. But yeah, what he's doing is he's saying Nobility are not the greatest team. I can deal with you.
Cover
Right?
your ears, Dimmy.
No, I mean that's what
he's
he's saying.
Wolf blitzing this bodyguard? Is that the play?
I think so.
Yeah. And the only way you do that is by putting everything in, right?
Yeah.
Because if you only put in these two, then you know it's terrible. So
Which comes back to a point you've made before, Andy. Whichever choice you make there, stand off or stand in, 100%. Don't do a half base. You gotta if you're gonna do it, do it.
It's full cook or no cook, right?
Yeah.
what is that like? Tea?
Do not. Do not give that man encouragement. We've barely got him off the cake.
Oh dear. Well, that wolf's going to take one to the head.
Yeah. Oh wow, he's really going in.
I like this. I really like this. Now he's gone in. He's full throttle.
Yep. Yep. The only player not base is the wrestler.
And that guy, the block dude.
The block dude.
There's the ball carrier and then little ogre.
No, the wrestler.
Oh right, sorry, yes.
For Diomed, every other place is
perspective.
based,
Yeah.
Every other player on his team is based somebody.
I really feel like this is why you guys are here. I'm watching at this point thinking, I really don't know the right answers. I just don't. But I love it as a spectacle. I love that it's gone all in because it's just made this now so intense. And I think there is some element in these big games as well of you're putting the pressure psychologically on your opponent as well. You're putting that onto Andrew saying, go on, fix it.
Yep.
Fix it. You've been playing Blood Bowl for 2.5 hours or so. Keep coming up with answers for me.
Yeah. I think it's better to be answering questions than trying to find answers. So.
Yeah, maths sucks.
Shut up, nerd.
Oh my word. Yeah. I wish the chat had actually seen this. So just to fill everyone in, while we wait for this for a second, our makeup artist for today, to say that she gave me a little bit of a hassle.
Oh, and this is the downside.
Massive.
This is the thing, right? We would have just stayed off. We'd have been quite happy.
Yeah.
But Diomed's gone in.
But we're not in the finals.
No.
No, absolutely. Wow, that is a huge removal.
That's yeah. I want to see what he does with the bodyguard that's just in front of the flesh golem. I don't think it's going to go and stand next to the wolf to offer up a 2D. I think it's going to step diagonally up to the right one. But I'm mega curious to see where he goes with it because it's defining. And I think he'll go up right, and then I think the ogre will take a hit, and then I think the thrower will dodge out and provide the assist. Oh, doesn't?
The cage.
Yeah. So the ogre does indeed take the hit.
Does nothing.
Doesn't.
You'll do nothing.
Doesn't bonehead.
Yes, yeah, but he only gets the push. So.
Yep. And then he can actually, if he dodges the other thrower back. Oh. So I would have stood it, I think, next to the other thrower, and then you could have had 2 more 2Ds.
Yes.
I'm a bit too combat orientated, aren't I?
Yeah. This is a little bit better. Like,
Wow.
What
just
a
gonna
foul.
be
That's
wow.
massive on
Easy.
the Wolf. Huge. If this breaks armor, this really could change the game completely.
You and your 2 dice blocks. just
Oh
just
my
two
life.
1D pals.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Diomed. Absolutely. I'd be tearing my hair out with those 2 powers if I was in Diomed's position. That has definitely strengthened Andriy.
Yep. This is a problem. A big problem.
All 1Ds of powers. No, in fact, that is the voice of a Norse coach looking forward to Norse entering the chat in just 2 days. If ever there was a team that throws some 1 dice blocks around, it is Norse.
Have I ever said what a great fan I am of Space Cadet?
You've mentioned him on stream. I certainly know that. Yeah. So is he going to... I'd like to see him... I don't know.
He's got to shift over. He can't afford the quick score because the quick score, you're looking at a loss. Well, a draw, which is then a loss. Like, so you've got to keep him out, I think.
Yeah. Oh, that bodyguard doing work. That is doing work.
Definitely not what you wanted to see.
Now the Zombo, because you just need the guard across the field to shift.
Yeah.
And then it's probably a Wolf Blitz to get that up and get that out as well.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a problem. So this way, at least he gets somebody out there already.
Yep. Yeah, this is nice.
Oh, but this is very tricky.
Everyone's quiet because we're all so tense waiting for these next dice rolls.
Yep.
We always mentioned it when it was the other way around, so I'm going to mention here just that actually both of them good time bank management so far. That has not been an issue so far here at all.
That's a big.
And a big armor break as well.
Huge AV break.
That's going to limit Andriy to be able to swap back round again. So you're almost now confirming where Andriy might have to dive.
Does the guard go there? Well,
yeah, I think so. And then the zombie diagonally behind it to the left.
Yeah.
And then the wolf gets up, blitzes. It'll get within striking range of being useful.
Yeah.
And then this is where I would take the extra hit, which is take the ghoul on the leader, because that's absolutely
just stands up the wolf. What?
Where's the blitz?
I guess this guy?
Yeah, it's going to be with a wraith, presumably.
Or this guy? This guy could get zombie blitzed.
Do you just want to hit the front piece?
Yeah.
My word.
Because in some ways that flesh golem for the bodyguard is okay for a turn.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. He got the stun here, didn't he?
Yeah, that's a big stun. Big rush there as well. No pow is definitely not what you want to see pushing in that direction, because that now could.
And he's fended. Did Diomed not think about the fend?
He's stuck.
I don't know. Diomed was so quick with the next block that I feel like Diomed.
Oh no, that's just going to be like zoom.
Yeah.
It feels like they go here, don't they?
I think maybe he forgot about the fend. I think this guy has to dodge off, right? Come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, because he can at least become relevant next turn.
There.
If he, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because the push down the sideline is on, but it's not that many players, and you can swamp it if you've got players to recover onto it.
Yeah. Oh, do you know, I think he forgot fend. That's outrageous, isn't it? I mean, he didn't get the power either, but still, I think he...
Wow.
I feel like this is a gym meme that not everyone might know, but fend is no good because you just don't forget about it. As I think I've heard you say.
Yeah, like Frenzy, right? Like Frenzy War Dancers versus Orcs. No one's going to be stupid enough to just let them surf you.
I'm just trying to imagine a coach who would let you surf one of their players with Frenzy on turn 1 and then do it again on turn 2, Jimmy. Exactly. I can't think who would do that.
Certainly nobody really, really good.
Yeah.
Never. That would never happen.
Jimmy did it, chat. Because there's a lot of you that don't know.
Yeah.
Jimmy did it against me and it was great.
He had to do this push direction. For this push direction here, he had to do it to get his school out there.
Whoa!
So we're not going forward.
No. This is a stand and fight turn.
Interesting.
Oh, well, that might be a mistake from Andriy.
I am.
Might not be, but it might be.
That is. I am. It's too early. I'm not going.
Yeah.
That. Do you know what I like about that though? Is that it's confidence. I think that I'm going to be okay, even playing nobility. Right. That's what that says to me. And
It's definitely a no panic, isn't it? It's definitely not. Oh, I've got to take this push while I've got the time because
The thing is, though, that confidence may be misplaced.
yeah. Yeah. Has he forgotten he's playing nobility? I'm just curious if can someone quickly message him? Andriy, you know you're playing nobility, right?
That's so good. Poor Andriy. I mean, not poor Andriy. Andriy is literally winning a world championship
Well, he's not poor,
final
is he?
right now.
He's on 1,800 euros minimum.
1,800 euros. What a win, even in second place. But of course, neither player in this
Huge knockdown.
game
Kaboom.
is going to feel good about a second place.
No AV break. Wow. So instantly stand up the flash goal.
It was before we'd even seen the turn thing disappear off the thing. It had already happened.
Yeah.
The fleshy gets up.
Now you can start thinking about your turn because you've really got to unlock. You've not got to let him through it down this sideline. That is imperative. And you can't let him like switch through the middle either. So it's a little bit tricky. There's an argument for blitzing with a wolf to get him back, like last turn. You know, that he didn't do.
Because even a push, any result here gets you the wolf back, right?
Yeah.
Because of the angle of Dudar.
And you can make a screen here with your ghouls and the zombies. You can hold this edge, guaranteed. So yeah, maybe we will see a blitz to get the wolf back this time.
Yeah, he just needs to not score, concede.
Yeah.
And you've got a few little hits you can take as well. Yeah. This is a turn where I don't want to dip into my time bank. Right. There should be no reason to time bank to bank dip.
Bank dip, yeah.
Bank dip.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
You're all bank dip.
But he's having a good think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andriy's dice won the first one.
That's not fair on poor Andriy. Andriy won the game.
It's certainly a bit fair,
Dice
but yes,
helped,
other people could have had Andriy's dice and not won.
Exactly,
But I mean,
yes.
Andriy is really good and he's in the finals. That's why he won. But I mean,
Yes.
that was definitely the deciding factor. Was the dice.
Yeah. Dice were very impactful.
Oh, this is all in, all out. He's inning.
He's maintaining this.
Soku Andriy did do an interview with us on stream yesterday, which people can go back and watch on the VOD. But I think the short version of why he chose nobility was something that Jimmy has mentioned over and over. They had a good skills package for the tournament.
Yeah.
Yep. Not blitzing with a wolf and recovering it. I hate that because now it's so hard because this guard's going to be there next turn.
Yeah. So yeah, Jimmy.
The zombie needs to move to orientate itself so he can punch it away because the guard gets up. That's not 2D, right?
Yeah.
And
I really like blitzing with a wolf so much. Like, this is a nightmare getting it stuck in. You're not even using claw on this guy.
yeah, you're using block.
Yeah, you're not using frenzy. You're not using claw. You're not using movement 8. Every part of your being a wolf is gone at the moment.
Every part of being a wolf. It's that scene in the movie. It's not a werewolf anymore. It's just a regular person.
Yeah. This is just Michael J. Fox just standing there.
Michael J. Fox, we are absolutely not dating ourselves with these movie references. Which decade is it? Big KO. Big KO.
Yeah.
I'm nervous for Andriy here.
Absolutely incredible callback to.
What were you referencing a film then?
Oh, Andy, look at Andy pretending he's young.
Andy pretending he doesn't know who Joe Mangle is.
Just going to say, youngest member of the panel, sat right here. It's less in it than I'd like there to be.
Oh, double rush. Oh my goodness. Look how isolated this wolf is now. But everything else is looking really strong.
Yeah.
So, this is the thing. Diomed's really good. When he does something that you think, I wouldn't have done that, there's a good reason for it, and he's probably chosen a better thing than what you would have done.
I think I'm Little Ogre is given the ball, and I'm potatoing off to my top right.
Yes, that was the problem, right? And this blitz would have showed that up, because it's not just, yes, look how much he's completely shut this down, but he shut it down too much a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And the switch to the middle is on. Yep, I think this could be bad.
I think Andriy's going to open with an ogre. I think we're going to see an ogre block in our near future.
Yeah.
Big moment for that ogre. That ogre has had a pretty good day so far, and it's about to throw a block that could decide. Well, it won't decide this final, but could be defining in this final.
I mean, he does have the wrestle ghoul, but he needs to centralize the wrestle ghoul, I think.
Yep.
Olivier going for the full aggression. Ogre block, handoff dodge, 4+3+.
Yeah.
And Vamos.
Yeah, I think that was the play.
The handoff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I really do.
Blitzer into little ogre, handoff.
It's not what we're seeing. Oh, it can be, sorry, I'm wrong. Still can be. Now it's not, the ball's moved.
Yeah, this is a little bit too slow, I think. It lets Diomed react.
What's the numbers on the pitch here?
Good question.
The ogre did its bit as well. The ogre says, if you just trusted me,
I think 10.
6 goal saved him.
10 nobility.
It feels like he's got less.
13, yeah.
It feels like he's got less than abilities.
And 9. That's not 9, 10.
Scoring threat.
10.
Don't know why I said 9. I knew 10.
Big dodge.
Yes, scoring threat out.
See, this feels better to me than doing a 4+.
Rush, maybe even.
Does that get you away from the ghoul?
Yeah. And look how bad this is. You know, like, you could have had that back there. I keep saying it, but this is horrible.
This is the one wolf field, right? You've got to be more careful of your puppy. Right, you've only got one.
Yeah.
You have to be careful with it.
I mean, the thing is, he's got to hit on the ball now. He can just run around and 1D the ball, I guess.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that... No, it would still be in the wrong square. I was thinking if it wasn't for that stun, we'd be able to turn it 1 into 2, but no. Definitely not, because the guard's there for the ability as well. Absolutely no way it was going to go 1 into 2.
Pushes.
You could double rush to 2 into 1.
Where's he?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Dodge,
rush,
dodge.
rush.
4+, 4+, 3+.
And then to dodge for a 2D into a...
There's a dude there.
Where?
That one there.
Oh, God, there's a dude there. There's a dude there, Andy.
Yeah.
Can I just say as well, it's always worth asking the question if you can hit the ball, but is that really... Are you at that point of thinking you have to hit the ball? Is it not perhaps actually just better to be more patient, hit that one in front, separate that player in front, make it very hard to get through?
If this guy wasn't here, I'd be going for hitting the ball, because I'd be so distraught about the fact that I let this wolf hang out here for so long.
Yeah. The Necro are not great when they get spread out. They're quite a compact unit that works really well. When you start pulling them apart, that's when they start having some fragility to them, because they can't reliably get from one stage of the board to the other. So this is quite interesting that Andriy has now actually expanded the board state a little bit.
Yeah, just look like this.
And it's just, at the moment, he's just got 3+ score.
Yeah, it was an overcommit by Diomed, wasn't it? It really was. It was an overcommit last turn.
Yeah, and at the moment, he's still got a 3+ score, because the wolf is... I mean, I presume the wolf's going to dodge here, right? It's not going to eat one to the face.
And I think it's going to get the reroll as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. But what he's going to turn it into is... Yeah, there's only 4 Necros, really? He can still clear this. I don't think he will. Well, I'll say that. Andriy's really aggressive.
Andriy's aggressive. We've said it all along. And if you're Andriy right now, you absolutely do not want to see a third game. You are looking for kill this series and do it now, because you think you won't have a better chance than this in game 3.
Yeah, and honestly, like, this is all pretty held together right now. You can base the wolf, and then this guy can run around and blitz the ghoul.
I think he's going to blitz the wolf, I think.
Oh, he's going to blitz the ghoul. Yeah, blitz the wolf.
Okay.
It's unfortunate for an Andriy.
Do you just go for the...
And he's going to just go and stand in the hole.
Is it time for the 4+? Is it time for the 4+ now?
He's going to stand in the hole.
Yeah.
That's where that's going, yeah.
I really liked blitzing the ghoul and then dodging through and handing off and just winning. Well, not winning, drawing, but it's not a draw, is it? It's, you know, because Diomed could score in 4 turns, so you do want to take the extra turn.
Yeah, if you can have an extra turn, it's definitely better.
Yeah.
But where's the top of this cage?
There isn't one.
There isn't one, but it's only a 1 dice.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the dodge off in the halfway line. It'll run 8 squares. So yeah,
Okay, yeah.
that's going to just run diagonally. Whooshunk.
What an ogre. This ogre has been holding it down.
It's not a dodge off. It's a block off, but he's 1 in 9'd it.
It's a proger.
Wow. That ogre dominating both flesh golems. Yeah, just
there we go.
1 rush.
2. I don't know.
With 1 reroll left. 1's fine there, isn't it? It's forcing an uphill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've got
yeah.
blood. Even there is.
Can you get the rest? Can you get the wraith in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can get the wraith. You can get the wraith
yeah,
in.
you can.
I think you've probably got to put the other one in.
But you've only got 1 reroll.
No, well, it has.
It has gone somewhere else and not worked.
Oh.
We have a stun throw down the bottom of the page. This is so... I mean, I feel like right now Andriy is sat with the trophy on a plinth with like the hand reaching out towards it. And it's so close.
No, that'd be weird, right? Because that means that we've sent the trophy already, right? That means that the dice
It's a
would be known.
metaphor, Andy. It's a metaphor.
Nothing goes over Andy's head. His reactions are too fast.
Yeah, you're not sending no
Oh my
trophies out before.
God.
Because if that, I'm like, well, why did I bother playing? Unbelievable.
Goodness.
Well, he's already moved the wrestle, so he's not going for the the wraith and the wraith in, and then the 1D with the wrestle.
Andy never metaphor. He doesn't even know what one is. Very good, Shamba. Very good.
What?
Staring at the the neighbouring country where the trophy is.
Do you think he's looking up, looking out? Like,
Oh, dearie me.
Big pow.
pow. Very, very big pow with the stand firm there.
well, what he effectively managed to turn this into is a 4 versus 5 scenario.
Yeah, it's crazy. The numbers suddenly look so good because you've got away from all the zombies, haven't you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2 flesh... The 1 armor break on
Dodge
the
it.
flesh column was
Yeah,
massive.
dodge double rush.
Dodged it, yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Is that that's worth a re-roll actually? It's dodge double rush re-rollable.
With 3 rerolls.
How many rerolls is it worth? Because it could be... You could need 2. You could need 3.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them. Okay. There you go. That's why I'm asking the question. That's why I'm asking the question.
Yeah, this guy up to here, that's nice. Oh, he rushed as well. Okay. That was a 3. That was a 5. You would have made
Oh,
the
you've
dodge.
wasted the 5.
You'd have made the dodge.
You've wasted the 5. You've got to do it.
Re-roll. Re-roll. Re-roll.
Oh, damn.
Did he put the re-roll
Does
in?
reroll.
Yeah.
But if he'd not done that second rush,
Yeah.
that's how dice work. Do not let anyone tell you different.
Is it?
Definitely.
Yep.
Every dice on computer or in real life, it's predetermined before you even pick it up.
Yep.
So you just got to know the order.
Thing first. Every time. This is still pretty decent, isn't it? This was decent from Diomed, but I mean the flesh golem would have been incredible.
He's going to swap.
Yep.
Yeah, this is nice. The flesh golem making it would be...
That would have been maybe game winning, wouldn't it?
And
Yeah.
that's a big knot pow as well.
Yes, that is actually huge.
That is a real problem, not pow.
Yep. Doesn't want to use his last reroll. Big problem.
That is genuinely really reducing the options here from the ability.
So everyone's paired off over there.
I don't know where you put the ball here, because you don't really want to go backwards, but you probably have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think you've probably got to go backwards.
Now, some of us might activate the ogre here, but I've got a feeling Andrew's going to try and smash this flesh golem. I think he probably shouldn't.
No, stay off the fleshy. I'd just go 1 in.
He does the dodge.
We're talking about Andriy,
No,
right? We're talking about
It's
Andriy.
terrifying, but I think maybe you have to, because actually going backwards is a problem. Like, I think maybe you have to, as uncomfortable as it is.
No. Oh.
Today's heart in mouth moment was brought to you by...
Is he not standing this up?
No.
Dodging it.
I mean,
He's going to dodge it.
yeah.
I think he's going to dodge it. I think one of the bodyguards is going to come in.
Okay, no, he's standing up.
No, 2 critical 1 in 9s and then stand it up. Classic Blood Bowl. It's like that's the thing, right? Like, you know, it's so much pressure. You're so nervous. It's so It's ridiculous.
But now we have to do a minimum 1 more dodge and 2 rushes.
That's a nice move. That's just nice and safe.
Because you've got to get in front of this.
6 rush, yeah.
Oh, no.
Last reroll.
Put it in. You've got to put this in.
Yeah, what else you do?
You have to, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just whether you rush afterwards or not.
We've hit 1,000 viewers, everyone. Incredible. And what a moment for... Does not re-roll it.
Now you can even push him twice into this. Right? So you get another hit after. It's not very good though, is it? Do you just wrestle?
The wrestle's going to require some dice to get there, isn't it? Is it 2 rushes?
Yeah,
go for it.
It's a dodge. It's a dodge and rushes as well.
Oh, you can't do it without dodging?
No.
Well, I don't like that then. I think you're probably better off taking the frenzy hit. Yeah.
You've got to wolf it. Everything's tied up here. Maybe you don't even blitz the ball. Oh.
What an incredible game. Even leave aside the series, this game has been back and forth. The whole time, this game has been such an incredible game of Blood Bowl.
Yeah. I had a similar-ish when it's against the Dark Elves, and it was 2+2+, I think, to hit it on a 1D into 2D. And I went, no, it's too risky, because I can just go and control him and put him under loads of pressure. Now, the difference was I was aware of his time bank and said, well, you've got 2 minutes to solve this, go.
Yeah. Okay, does do the double rush.
So...
He's going to run all the way around. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, rush.
But then, do you want to push towards the end zone? I don't want to push towards the end zone.
No, I don't want to either. But then what else do you do?
2 into 1?
Or he's going to take down
2 into 1?
He could still be shaping to take down the other one.
Yeah.
Right? This isn't...
Yeah, because that's cancelling the counter assist. Yeah.
Well, we'll find out what the correct answer is in just a moment.
I'm so stressed. I want to get under the desk. I'm not even playing. Imagine playing these games, chat, how wound up you would be right now.
Oh.
What? Sorry, Tree, you mentioned something like we've got 1,000 people watching this.
We've got 1,000 people watching.
That is incredible.
I don't know if you caught that.
That's absolutely incredible.
Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, chat. Genuinely means the world that you guys are supporting us so much here.
To make it 2 into 2. He gets the power, and this gets better recovery as well.
Unless you scatter catch, it's not the right way for the necromantic. Oh my God! And goes the correct way.
Tree, you know, next time you get a moment, you should cover all the things that Viatok announced, because there's a load of people, you've got new people in chat.
There's some stuff going on right now.
Not right now, but next time.
Yeah, in between if there's a third game or at the end.
Yeah.
We've just got something else to worry about, I guess.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That looks like it could be enough, right? Now, Andriy's got a reroll, and he's got agility 3+ players, but they're all in pretty bad situations. This looks pretty good for Diomed now. Wow, what a turn. And did do the run around rushes to hit as well. That is wild, isn't it?
Vitok in chat. I know my announcements are important, but come on.
Classic Davo.
Poor me.
Oh, he meant. Thank you, Andy. We know you meant well, Andy. And yes, what a moment. What
Just
a
the
moment.
dodge. Gets the 1 dice. Pow. Yeah, that was like the only way he could dodge, right? It was the only Edge 3 player that could dodge do anyway. Gets the AV break.
Not the scouting ability needed.
Zones.
Yeah, not the scouting ability needed.
The stun's huge.
Bubble ability, another word from this weekend. Torquemada, bubble ability. There was some good bubble ability there with the 2 goals next to it, but it did not bubble over them.
Whoa. Bubble is bubble. What?
It could have bubbled. Bubbled.
Now you're just making stuff up.
I am. That's exactly what I'm doing. I think bubble ability was made up though, so we're all right. So we are going for the ball.
Yeah, I think he has to, right?
Yeah.
Standing off is okay for Diomed, because Diomed's okay with like the...
Andriy does not put in the reroll. So keeping that reroll, I think Andriy just wants to have a chance on turn 16 to try to do something. Yes. So that's why we've kept that last reroll.
That dodge has freed a zombie though.
And he didn't stand the thrower up.
Didn't stand the thrower up.
I've done that in the semi-final as a zombie in the far right. I just
Yeah.
Didn't do it. So which players can score for the nobility? Because that's what you should, champion it in chat, count the scoring threats. It's
Both
exactly what
of
you
these
want to be looking
two.
at.
Both the
And-
blitzers. Oh, and this guy.
Yeah, and that guy.
And this one potentially if you chain him.
Because you don't need to pick this up. If you take all these scoring threats out,
Yep.
that's it.
Mhm.
There's only one turn left.
Yep.
So if you can take all of these out, and it looks very, very possible to me because they are all either based or you've got the blitz for them as well. It's very, very much possible here to just take out the scoring threats, and then we get a game 3, which I think
That's
the
one.
1,000
Power.
people in chat would love to see a game 3. I know I would.
Yep.
But Andriy certainly would not.
No. So with that POW, I think you don't hit this one, and you don't hit this one. Oh, and I think you don't follow, right? I like not following there, and then blitzing the wrestler, and then going for the pickup.
Mm. Yep.
Because I think you had them enough controlled. Wow. Huge. Is he going to blitz this one?
He's going to run around the corner.
Run around and blitz.
If this is a POW,
It's a wrestle, but down. Rerolls it.
doesn't
It's a
get it.
nothing.
Stands firm.
It's a nothing. Oh.
And now,
And that guard's in a great square now as well.
Scory Threat Man is Scory Threat.
Yeah, this is the thing. I like not following there and
Yeah.
then blitzing from the front a lot more.
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
This could end. This could absolutely end right here. And if it does, Andriy's re-roll discipline will be the reason, very possibly.
Yeah, maybe.
I say that it might not need a re-roll, but it certainly will be a strong advantage for this next turn if it comes to
Imagine if
that.
this guy had stood up and
Yeah.
then you've had an instant 2D and then you have a free player with a movement 6.
Yeah. Oh,
Got to re-roll that now, don't
wow.
that's
Wow. So
Yeah.
that's free to play completely.
he's going to hit it,
Yeah, he's definitely going to hit it.
and
yeah.
he's all Andriy has to do now is get the ball to that man.
Yep.
you? Oh, yes. Easy. Just,
Yeah.
just...
Well, yeah. Now
you are right. You're absolutely dead right. It's just the easy part might not be quite so easy, but definitely you are right. That is
This is crazy.
on the table. 100% confident, Jim.
100%.
100%
Oh my
Full power.
word.
See, no doubt. Never in doubt. Full power.
Jimmy has been 100% confident that the nobility can't win the whole way through and remains so. And that power is big because that does definitely reduce your options. It doesn't close down all of them, but it reduces your options for how you get this ball to the player on the right.
Yeah, this is so hard for Andriy now, right? Especially as he didn't stand this guy up, right? If he stood this guy up, then we could have blocked this guy, blocked the flesh golem, and then scattered.
We're gonna
Instead,
scatter the ball.
We're dodging the scatter this way.
Yeah, don't get the power, so we're just going to push it. And then the scatter is massive. That's the right way for the
Oh
nobility.
my word.
That's the right way for the nobility.
Yeah, so man goes in end zone, man hands off to man in end zone.
Oh my goodness, and we are very glad if we're Andriy that we have a reroll left.
It's a pass,
This is
isn't it?
hard though. This is a 4.
It's a pass.
It's a pass unless you do the
Do
4+
you reckon it's
dodge.
a pass.
It's-
Oh God, it's a 4 because he's got passing of 5.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
you
you
actually.
just dodge.
It's
Yeah.
4-4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's a handoff.
player to the end zone first. Scoring threat.
Oh
makes
my
it to the end zone.
goodness.
Oh
Right.
my God, this is a 4+4+, 3+, 2 pluses, and then another 3+ to win the world championship. Fails the
Reroll
first
goes in.
one. Has clicked handoff, so has done the most important
Picked
thing.
it up.
Has made the
dodged,
pickup.
rushed.
Dodge.
Oh!
Oh my God! Oh my God! I thought it was happening. I thought it was happening. Heart in mouth for me here. Cannot even imagine how that felt to be Andriy and Diomed. Absolutely incredible. Chat, I genuinely am shaking right now. That is like how tense that was. What an incredible end to that game. If that had been, obviously it would have been the final and a one-off game, it would have needed overtime, but if that had been a one-off game, that would have been incredible. As part of this series, out of this world, of this world as a final. And the good news is we get to do one more.
Yeah, incredible. Wow.
What happens now? What happens
So,
now?
great question, Andy. Thank you for putting me back on track here. What happens now is that we are going to have a third game to decide everything. That is what this comes down to. First place, the World Championship of Blood Bowl 3. First time we've had a full World Championship like this in Blood Bowl 3. Our first World Champion will be decided by a one-off game with overtime. Must be a result now, no more draws possible. And if it's not settled in overtime, it will go to kicks. We really hope it doesn't go to kicks because that is an unsatisfying way to end such a dramatic series.